Hi, welcome to my channel Inspiration Always. I am Preeti and today I am going to talk about freedom from hurt. Basically, this is a very common emotion and we experience it on daily basis. As we come into the experience of relationships, we experience this hurt. It's like a byproduct of all relationships. Why do we get hurt? It's just because of the differences of opinion or differences in way of living or differences in ways of working. We all are different. There are no two individuals who are alike. So usually what happens is we keep a lot of expectations. We expect the other person to be just like as I am or we are. So what we do is we expect a lot, and when they don't meet our expectations we feel hurt. And sometimes it happens is like we get attached to our own ideas, our own viewpoints so much that when somebody contradicts our viewpoint or somebody doesn't agree with our viewpoint, we tend to get hurt. But we can get freedom from hurt very easily, because hurt is the feeling which I have created in myself. It's not that other person has hurt me, it's me who's hurting myself. How I am hurting myself? Let's have a look at it. What happens is, when I'm so much attached to my own idea or my own way of living or my own way of working, and the other person, I usually want approval from the other person or validation from the other person. And if I find someone who's not giving approval to me or my idea, or who's not giving validation to my way of living or my way of working, then I feel hurt. And this disturbs me, this makes me feel upset. Sometimes I feel that I'm getting upset and I'm not bothering the other person, I'm not hurting the other person back, but I'm getting hurt. But this is a wrong notion and this is a wrong myth, because when I am hurt, when I'm upset, the other person is equally upset, because I am radiating that feeling of upsetness, I'm radiating that feeling of heaviness, and environments get heavy. And if the other person is attached to me, if the other person loves me, definitely he would be affected. We feel that he would not be affected or we are not harming the other person, but actually we are. So we have to keep a check. And it's not about the other person, it's about our own selves. We have to think about our own selves, because when we are hurt, we are disturbed, we feel restlessness, we feel indigestion. It's just like physical indigestion. When you eat something which your body does not accept, or which does not suit your body, then your body will reject it, and you will feel the discomfort inside, you will feel uneasiness inside, you will feel restlessness, and you will feel nausea, you feel regurgitation, you feel like vomiting, and sometimes you vomit it out also. And after vomiting it out, you feel very light, very easy, because that thing which was inside was disturbing the system. Similarly, in our own minds, when we keep few things, few thoughts which are hurting us, which are disturbing us, which are not letting us feel at peace or feel at ease, we become mentally restless, and we try to find peace everywhere around us. We try to find peace externally. We want to fill the peace from outside, fill the lightness from outside, but lightness and peace will never come from outside. Lightness and peace, happiness, joy, cheerfulness, all things are inside, they are not outside of us, and we find it at a wrong place. So what happens is we become disturbed and we waste our precious moments, our precious hours in those thoughts, in those feelings and emotions which are not helping us or the other person. The better way is to either convey to the other person candidly, just convey it in a soft manner, a polite manner, and in an understandable manner, that you were upset or you felt hurt because of this, and the other person would get the chance to clarify. Because sometimes it's our own assumption, it's our own you can say understanding about it. It's not the other person is intending to hurt us, he was just expressing his opinion and we felt hurt, or we felt insulted, we felt humiliated. So in that case, it's better to clarify with the other person, and then he would share his intentions, what his actual intentions are. So sometimes the things would be resolved very easily. The second step is, why do I want to get approval or validation from the other person? If suppose somebody else contradicts my opinion and I don't agree with his opinion, then I can give respect to my own opinion and I can just feel confident inside. I don't have to prove my opinion to the other person, or I don't have to show to the other person that I am right or wrong. It's just that I should be believing that I am right, and I should continue doing what I want to do, because I strongly believe that this is how the way it is, or this is the approved method, or this is what is validated, or this is what is perfect or accurate or scientific or has some logic or rationalization, and you carry on with it. So that should not give you any kind of hurt feeling. Even if the other person is not agreeing with you, or he is just disapproving, or he is just contradicting your view, hardly matters, doesn't have to bother you. If you feel that you are right, if you feel that you are perfect or you are accurate and you know what you are doing, and if at all you have some doubt, if you feel that might be his or her opinion may bring a good change or positive change in you, or maybe looking from that angle give you another perspective and maybe that would be useful for you, in that case you should be flexible, you should be open. In that case also you should not be feeling any kind of hurt. So usually hurt is a feeling which I have created inside. I took it personally. I thought that not agreeing with my opinion or contradicting my opinion is just like my insult, or I'm being insulted, because I attached myself to my ideas. I attached my identity with my own ideas, my own way of living, my own way of working. And this is distinct from me. I am different, and the way of living is different. I'm not my way of living. I'm not my ideas. I am a being, a peaceful being, and I have a different idea. So in that case, there's no scope of getting hurt. And this way we'll keep on wasting our life by getting hurt again and again, because that would not help us, any of us, and that would never help us in our relationships. Sometimes we feel that I got hurt and I did not hurt back, and it was my problem, I'm getting hurt and I did not trouble anyone else. But this is a myth, this is a notion, this is my feeling that I'm getting hurt, I'm not hurting anyone, but actually I am. Because when I'm getting hurt and when I'm getting upset, at that time the environment becomes very heavy. So whosoever is in my vicinity, whosoever is around me, or who is coming in close connection with me, he would be affected by it. He would be affected by the heaviness of the surroundings. So in a way their peace would also be taken away, their happiness would also be taken away. So in a way I am indirectly hurting them, though I'm not directly hurting them. But of course I must say that being in silence is better than using wrong words or abusive words or any such words which may hurt the other person. So it's always better to be quiet than to say some wrong words to anyone. So of course this is a better choice. When we are hurt, that we should remain silent rather than hurting the other person back. But even remaining in silence is not that you're not hurting. You are hurting them anyhow in a lesser intense way, but you are hurting. So the perfect way is that I should be free of hurt too. Why should I be hurting also? So that silence should be the sweet silence. That silence should be the precious silence that gives me the wings of freedom, that gives me that lightness, that gives me the feeling of peace and ease. That silence is the best silence. So there should not be silence only of the mouth, there should be the silence of mind also. So I have to change my thoughts, I have to overcome my negative thoughts, I have to overcome my negative feelings and emotions which are troubling me, which are making me feeling uneasy. And how do we do that? We do that with the help of meditation, we do that with spiritual study, we do that with positive self-help books. We try to replace negative thoughts and emotions with positive thoughts and feelings, and we give ourselves a different perspective of the situation. Usually what happens is, when I feel hurt, it's almost always, it's like I'm very much attached to my own ideas or viewpoints or own way of living, and somebody contradicts it. When someone else contradicts it, I feel insulted or humiliated, because I'm so much attached to my own ideas that I believe that the other person actually disrespected me. Although he was just expressing his viewpoint, or he was just expressing his displeasure, or you can say disagreement with my opinion, but when I take it personally, I give too much importance to the that particular thing, that I tend to get upset or I tend to get hurt. Then everybody has his own way of expressing his love. Suppose if I have my own way of expressing his love, the other person expresses in a different way, but I expect him to do the same way like I do. That is unfair. That's not fair. So I should be understanding that we all are different and he has his own ways. The importance should be given to the intentions, the importance should be given to the feelings rather than the actions. So if something is done with a feeling, that should be more important. If somebody says something but he had pure intentions behind it, then there should not be too much importance given to the subject, because that subject is not important, not more important than our relationships, our love which is there between us. So in that case, we should free ourselves from the hurt feelings, and those are trivial things, those are not those important things that we should be considering those things. Sometimes it may happen that the other person who's giving his opinion or contradicting your opinion, maybe he has some valid points or he has some good things to share, and I should be open-minded, I should be flexible enough to look at things from the other person's viewpoint and find if something is good or something which is beneficial for me, and it may help me, it may be useful for me. In that case also, there's no scope of getting hurt, because in that case you would be just choosing what is good for you, and you feel and you think in a healthy way that probably that opinion may help you or may be useful for you, or it may be a better version, or it may be right. In that case also you don't feel hurt. So in any case, even if you are right, there's no scope of getting hurt, because getting hurt is my choice. I don't give importance to other person's approval of me, I don't give importance to other person's validation of me. So in that case I don't feel hurt, because it doesn't matter, because what matters is that I give respect to my own opinions, I give respect to myself, I don't need it from outside. So when I try to get it from outside, then I feel hurt, and in those hurt feelings also I try to fill myself with the feeling of peace by shifting my attention to some source of entertainment. But that's not real freedom, because inside you are hurt. You cannot feel the feelings of peace from outside, you cannot feel the feelings of happiness, cheerfulness from outside. Inside you would be unhappy, inside you would be less cheerful, or you would be upset, or you would be disturbed, but externally you would be involved in some kind of activities which you feel that you are just diverting your attention from those hurt feelings. So temporarily that's fine, that's a good thing to do, but our aim should be to live in freedom, the true freedom, that is the freedom to be at peace, freedom to be at ease, freedom to be joyful, happy, cheerful always. And how we could do is with the help of meditation, and by trying to practice letting go of the things and views and words and ideas are not that important. My identity is not associated with this. I am a peaceful being, I am a happy being, that is more important. I am not this idea. I am not this way of living, I am not this way of working, I am a being separate from this way of working, I am a being separate from this way of living, I am a being separate from these ideas. So let's set in myself or tune myself into the inner consciousness, that is the inner consciousness of my inner being and my true being, and which is peaceful, which is loveful, which is happy being. So more and more I give attention to my inner being, less importance I will be giving to the ideas and differences and opinions and these things, because those things would become less important for me and my inner being becomes more important for me. It's just like being a good businessman. A good businessman knows where he has profit and where he has loss. So he would not indulge into such business or such activity where he would end up in loss. He would always find those activities where he would always get some or the other profit. So getting hurt is not giving me any kind of benefit, it's not giving me any profit, it's completely loss. So I would be just feeling alone, I would be living alone, I would isolate myself from people, but that's not the solution. And finally I would find myself completely alone. That's not the solution, that's not what we have come here for. We have come here to enjoy life, we have come here to enjoy peace, we have to come here to be in this society. We cannot isolate ourselves, so we have to just free ourselves from this pattern of, you can say, the practice of getting hurt and giving importance too much to the ideas and opinions and differences. So let's be easy, let be open, let be flexible, and let try to focus more attention on experiencing peace and the true freedom. So that true freedom will come with meditation, with positive thinking, positive thoughts, spiritual study, studying positive self-help books, all such books, some literature which would help me in changing my perspective towards particular situation. So I have to basically change my own thoughts, my own feelings. Nobody would do it for me, I have to do it myself. I have to work on myself. So I have to choose freedom. I have to choose to get wings of freedom. So when I let go of the things, I get the wings of freedom and I fly high and I feel light-hearted, and people around me also feel light in my presence. They also feel cheerful in my presence, because my inner state would be radiated in the environment and it would be radiated to the other beings, and they would experience the same feeling. So when I start looking things from this viewpoint, it would not bother me and it would not hurt me, because anyhow getting hurt is disturbing me, it's causing me more harm than the other person. And this way I would end up in living alone, or I would be left alone, because there would be hardly any person who would be completely agreeing with me. So I would always find one or the other person differing from me or contradicting me. In that case, I would find myself completely alone. And this is not the way of life. We have come here to live, we have come here to enjoy, we have come here to experience peace, happiness, bliss. So that is all inside me, and I have the choice, I have the power to choose what I want to feel. If I don't give much importance to those ideas and beliefs and contradictions, then there's no hurt. But if I give value to them, I feel that it is very important and to me it carries a lot of meaning, then I would be getting hurt. So let us get the freedom from this hurt and let us experience the true freedom, and let us be flexible and let us start detaching ourselves from our own ideas. My identity is not my ideas, my identity is not what I believe, my identity is not how I perform any task, my identity is not what I do. My identity is that I am a peaceful being, I am a loving being, I am a happy being, I am a cheerful being. If I remain in the consciousness of my own being, then it would not hurt me. Meditating for some time letting go of these things which are not giving me any benefit, which are troubling me, will give me peace. So I should be easy enough to let go of the things. I should not hold on to things. I should be very easy and open. And as I experience this openness and easiness, it helps me. I feel like an angel. I feel like I'm flying above the skies. I'm flying above the stars, and I'm just free. So that is the real freedom. That is the true freedom. Whatever is not helping me, whatever is disturbing me, I should be just letting go of it, and that should be very easy for me. So let's start from today and let's practice it. If it took you can say days before, then let us come to some hours to get back to my normal state. If it used to take hours, then I should take minutes to get back to my normal state. And if it took minutes earlier, then I should be aiming towards coming back in my normal state in few seconds. And gradually I'll change this feeling of getting hurt, and I would be experiencing the freedom from the feelings of hurt. This is anyhow not helpful for anyone, especially me. So with these good wishes, I just wish you all the best, and I wish you the complete freedom, the true freedom, and may you be happy always, cheerful always, peaceful always. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for giving this special time to this video. Thanks for keeping patience with me. Thanks for your support. Thank you.